Hello students, welcome back. Let's continue with Unit 10, Haloalkanes and Haloarenes. Today we will see the physical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. The first physical property is physical state, color and odor. Alkyl halides are generally colorless. Bromides and iodides should develop color when exposed to light. Methyl chloride, methyl bromide, ethyl chloride and some chlorofluoromethanes are gases at room temperature. Higher members are liquids and solids. Volatile halogen compounds are sweet smelling. Now we will move to next physical property, that is melting and boiling point. Firstly we will see the boiling point. Haloalkanes have high boiling point as compared to parent hydrocarbon due to high polarity and high molecular mass and strong dipole-dipole intermolecular interaction. Here the intermolecular attraction acting between them is dipole-dipole interaction, which is quite strong. Now if we will see the order of boiling point of haloalkanes, we will see the alkyl iodide, boiling point of alkyl iodide is greater than alkyl bromide, is greater than alkyl chloride, is greater than alkyl fluoride, because of increase in size of halogen atom and atomic mass of halogen atom and increase in the magnitude of dipole-dipole interaction. Here the boiling point of Ri is greatest. If we will see the values of this, see here, this is methyl iodide having boiling point of 315 Kelvin. Methyl bromide 277 Kelvin, less than iodide. Methyl chloride 249 Kelvin, less than iodide and bromide. Then methyl fluoride 195 Kelvin, less than these three, and that of methane is 111 Kelvin. If we will see, these are the halogen derivatives of methane. Here parent hydrocarbon is methane, and if we will see the boiling point of these compounds, all have greater boiling point than parent hydrocarbon. If we will see the boiling point of isomeric alkyl halide, for isomeric alkyl halide the boiling point decreases with branching. Why? Because with branching the surface area decreases and the magnitude of dipole-dipole interaction also decreases. If we will see the value of these isomers, see here branching is not there, so the boiling point is 375 Kelvin. Here one branch is there, so 364 Kelvin, and more branching is there, so 346 Kelvin. As the branching increases, the boiling point also decreases. Now if we are talking about the melting and boiling point of haloarenes, so boiling point of haloarenes are nearly same, but melting point increases with the size of halogen atom. Melting point of iodoarene is greater than bromoarenes, is greater than chloroarenes, is greater than fluoroarenes, than arenes. The boiling point of isomeric dihalobenzenes are nearly same, but if you will see the melting point of isomeric dihalobenzenes, we will see that the melting point of para isomer is greater than meta and ortho isomers. See here the example. This is ortho dichlorobenzene, boiling point 453 Kelvin. Meta dichlorobenzene, boiling point 446, and para dichlorobenzene, boiling point 448, nearly same. If we are talking about the melting point, so the melting point, this is melting point. So melting point of ortho dichlorobenzene is 256 Kelvin, and of meta dichlorobenzene it is 249 Kelvin, and of para it is 323 Kelvin. Why the melting point of para isomer is greater than these? Because due to the symmetry. This is symmetrical structure, and symmetry leads to stability, and more energy is required to break this. That's why the melting point of para isomer is greater. Now next property is the density. Bromo, iodo and polychloro derivatives of hydrocarbons are heavier than water. Generally the density increase with increase in the number of carbon atom, halogen atom and atomic mass of halogen atom. Now we will talk about the next physical property, that is solubility. Haloalkanes and haloarenes are generally insoluble in water because they are not able to form hydrogen bond with water. Why they are not able to form hydrogen bond with water? Because less energy is released when new attraction is set up between haloalkanes and haloarenes and water. They are soluble in organic solvent. Why they are soluble in organic solvent? Because the new attraction set up between haloalkane and haloarenes and organic solvent molecule are of same strength. Hence they are soluble in organic solvents. Now we will move to our next topic, chemical reaction. Firstly we will see the chemical reactions of haloalkanes. The reaction of haloalkanes are divided into three categories. First one is nucleophilic substitution reaction, second one is elimination reaction, third one is reaction with metals. Firstly we will see the nucleophilic substitution reaction. Before starting this, I want to tell you about what is nucleophile. You have already studied in class 11th. But once again, what is nucleophile? Nucleophile is an atom or group of atoms possessing negative charge or lone pair of electrons. This is the definition of nucleophile. Now what is nucleophilic substitution reaction? Such reactions in which a stronger nucleophile displaces a weaker nucleophile are called nucleophilic substitution reaction. What generally happened in a nucleophilic substitution reaction? We know that alkyl halides, in alkyl halides, see this is alkyl halide. Halide ion carry partial negative charge due to polarity and alkyl carry partial positive charge due to polarity. So what happened here? When nucleophile attacks to alkyl halide, so this will attach to partial positive alkyl group or carbon atom, so it becomes plus. Here in present case, halide ion is known as leaving group and this is nucleophile. Some important nucleophilic substitution reaction is given in table 10.4 of your book. Some I am explaining you and some you have to do by yourself. If you will see the table 10.4, in first column it is given reagents, in second column nucleophile, and in third column what is the substitution product? This one is given in third column and this one is given in second column, and first column is of reagent. Reagent means source of nucleophile, and in fourth column what product is formed is given in your book. So how we will do this nucleophilic substitution reaction? So I am taking example. Suppose CH3CH2Br. This is alkyl halide. In first column reagent is given. Reagent is KOH. On heating it will produce ethanol. Like this. This is bromo ethane and this is ethanol. So here KOH is the source of nucleophile, this is the reagent, and OH minus is the nucleophile which substitute Br minus. So the product is formed is ethanol. One more example I am giving. CH3 CH2Br plus sodium ethoxide NaO CH2 CH3. On heating this is sodium ethoxide. This is ethoxyethane plus NaBr. Here sodium ethoxide is the reagent and this is alkyl halide and the substituted product is ether. Ethoxyethane is formed. Like this you have to do all the reaction of this table. Now we will move to next type of nucleophile, that is ambident nucleophile. Such nucleophiles which have more than one side through which the reaction can occur are called ambident nucleophile. For example, cyanide ion. This is ambident nucleophile. Nitrite group. This is ambident nucleophile. In cyanide ion, linking through either carbon atom and linking through nitrogen atom. Here also linking through oxygen atom or linking through nitrogen atom. I am giving you example for explaining the concept of ambident nucleophile. So see here, CH3, CH2. If we will take KCN in alcoholic solution on heating, this is ethyl cyanide or propane nitrile. So cyanide ion linking through carbon. So what will form? Ethyl cyanide. Cyanide will form. If we will take AgCN in ethanolic solution, ethanolic aqueous solution on heating, methyl isocyanide will form or carbyl amine. See here linking through nitrogen atom. So this is the example of ambident nucleophile cyanide group. Firstly form nitrile or cyanide when linking through carbon, and cyanide group when linking through nitrogen it forms isocyanide. I am explaining one example of NCERT example 10.5. Question is given that haloalkanes react with KCN to form alkyl cyanide as the main product, while AgCN forms isocyanide as the chief product. Why? Explain. Why? Because KCN is a predominantly ionic in nature and it provides cyanide ion in solution. So there are two sides to donate the electron. First side is from carbon side and another one is from nitrogen side. If it will form bond from carbon side, that bond is more stable than the bond formed by nitrogen side. That's why the main product is cyanide. So this is the example. If we are talking about the silver cyanide, so in silver cyanide it is covalent in nature. So there is only one site of donation, that is from nitrogen side. That's why it forms isocyanide. Now it's time for homework. Homework is in text question 10.6, example 10.5 and exercise question 10.6 to 10.8 of NCERT book. So this is the homework you have to do in your chemistry copy, and in my next video I will come with mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reaction. Bye.